and welcome to the Morning Blessings. I am Tessa-Marie. Welcome. How are you feeling today? It is now 7:59 Eastern Standard Time. It's chillier, not as hot as it was. Good morning, Loretta. You are number one. You are ready to Roomba. At the bottom of your screen, you'll see something and press cancel so that it doesn't show that you want to come on. If you look, you'll see where it says just press cancel and it will take off where it says view your request. Good morning, Georgie. How are you feeling today? Yes, Loretta, there's the word cancel at the bottom. Just press cancel and it will take away that thing, but maybe you're not listening. But hi guys, how are you feeling this morning? Georgie, how are you doing today? It is wonderful. It is 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and let us do the morning blessings. Hey, it's out. I know some of you have gotten your books already. Hi, Colleen. Good morning. Thanks for a lovely, lovely afternoon with you. I was so happy and grateful I got to spend some time with Colleen yesterday. It was a little bit of an adventure going to find her, but it was so soothing. We had some wonderful time. So, good morning, ladies. How are you feeling this morning? So, I know the book is out. The thing is that, hello, Christine. How are you, Christina? How are you feeling this morning? Guess what? As you know, the book is out, so I have to show it to you. I have to just remind you to get your copy if you haven't gotten it yet. But I have something else to tell you. What I have to say to you this morning is the change of the season. Please welcome the change that is happening in the seasons. So, it's not going to go away because you don't like it. We know that. And the time we spend saying how much we despise the hot weather, the cold weather, the rainy weather, the warm weather, the cold weather, the blustery weather, the snowy day, it's not going to go away. So, why am I telling you this? This is a lesson for all of us. Because we have decided we do not like a cloudy day, that will not prevent the cloud from coming through. Because we have decided we do not like the hot summer day we have had, that didn't stop it from coming through. No matter how many times we use that forbidden word, hate, about the weather, it did not stop the weather from coming through. The weather didn't change its mind. The weather didn't run away. Good morning, Lorna. How are you feeling this morning? So, your thing is welcome the seasons. Welcome the season. Whatever season, welcome it. And I'm sure you're going, where is she going with this? She's going here. Welcome the seasons of your life. Because the same attitude that we have towards the season of spring, summer, autumn, and winter is the same attitude we take towards the seasons of our life. All of you, each and every one of you, and maybe you, I am saying it because I never did it. I always embraced my decades. I always embraced where I was in my life. And I heard so many people talking about how disgusting they were when they were going from their this to their that. Good morning, Cyrus. How are you doing this morning? How are you feeling? We feel. So, welcome the season you were in. No matter what we said about that past summer. Good morning, my dear sister. It did not stop this summer from being hot, windy, wet, or all what it was. So welcome the season in your life. Because what we do, we take what we do not like in our life, the changes of our season, and we talk about it with using the forbidden word, hate. I hate this heat. I hate this rain. Just look at the energy you put in this. And then you're so in tune with it. Oh, I hate turning 50. I hate doing this. You know what? I wasn't someone who did that. I loved all my seasons. I love it. I thought it was amazing. To this day, I still tell people one of my best seasons, that when I became aware, was in my 30s. I became aware. And yet, I had friends and people I work with, and when you say they tell them happy birthday on their 30th birthday, they say, what's so happy about it? 10th, whatever. Really? Guess what? We talked about this season of summer in very negative terms many times this year. It was either too wet, too cold, too hot, too windy, too this, too that. We have a new one coming. I start my new year on September 1st. Yeah, because that's when I had to get ready for Jillian to go to school when she was the first one. And that started since June. You're wondering, how is this person going to fit in the school, the teacher? Where is the school? What happens if she gets lost? Will she ask Fred? All of that. And then when I took her to school, the very 15 minutes in the little line, she turned to me, she said, you can go home now. I found a friend. And I went home with tears falling down my face. I looked like somebody had beaten me up. My child has left me. She found her groove. So guess what? In a few weeks, we'll be getting into autumn or fall. The thing about autumn is that it comes with vibration, colors like I'm wearing. It comes with all of this. And we are going to criticize it. The thing is, we do not criticize autumn for autumn's sake. We criticize autumn because it is followed by winter. And we get scared of what we don't know. And again, that is the thing about life. You haven't tried it. You haven't tasted it. You haven't taken the time to admire it. And you're scared of it. And you haven't gotten into the thing of the winter, but you're in the fall. And instead of embracing the lovely colors, take a drive up north. Take a drive just down to the park where I live. And you should see the vibrance of that part of the city. You are there and you can see the difference in the level, the lake and the trees. Instead of getting angry. We all need a plan. Everything has a purpose. So you know, for example, the chimney sweep came on Friday to clean the chimney, because that's my preparation. I'm aware that I love the fire. So the chimney sweep came on Friday to clean the chimney. There's going to be another person coming in to surface the furnace. It's all preparation. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, my father said to me. He said, when I said to him, there were 2 people ahead of me in my class, he said, that is because you didn't prepare as well as they did. He said, nobody's better than you. It's just you that didn't put in the effort. You didn't prepare for the exam. Proper preparation, he said, prevents poor performance. He said, measure twice and cut once. Study 5 times harder and get ready. So we have to remember that. But if we spend our time getting angry at the weather, it's not going to go away. It persists and it becomes what it's supposed to be. So let us bring it to those that criticize us. You're doing something and they'll say to you, why are you doing this? We can reply and say, did you ask the orange tree or the peach tree why it is having flowering and having peaches? It flowers and it creates the peach. No, we don't. We get hurt. We get upset. And we try to justify to them why we are doing what we are doing. Look at how we curse the winter, the summer, the spring, and the fall. Does that mean it stopped? So when somebody is putting you down and telling you do not be who you desire to be or work on what you desire to have in your life, hey, continue going. Learn from nature. Be persistent. Stay on top. Good morning, Arita. How are you feeling this morning? Do not let them tell you how to live your life. Because all our criticism about this past summer still is making it come. It's not done yet, but next week the Canadian National Exhibition opens in Toronto. It's over 120 years they've been doing this. That signals to us, because it ends on Labor Day, hey, the seasons have changed. And instead of preparing for the season, we start anticipating the hardness, the harshness of the season. And that's not right. So you and I, when we see others blooming and flowering, give them a like. Say something wonderful to them. Good morning, Angelina. Good morning, Yuko. How are you guys feeling this morning? Instead of asking your friend who is attempting and working towards a dream goal and desire of theirs, why are you doing this? You shouldn't be doing this. It's not going to work. There are 10,000 people doing the same thing that you're going to do. There is always room at the top of the mountain. Because many people on their way up to the mountain are distracted by the words of others. Although we know that, we criticize the weather and the weather still does its own thing. We criticize everything and it keeps going and changing. And then we have changes that are coming in our lives. We criticize them before they even happen. And we need to learn to stop doing this. It is going to be, I always quote Pope John Paul, when he said Mel Gibson's movie, The Passion of the Christ, they said, what do you think of it? He said, it is as it was. That's all. He didn't say anything else. So we have to realize turning 78 is as it is. And when I get to be 80, it is as it is. It's not going to change me. That is the job of life. The universe teaches that to us. You want to know, have you ever looked, good morning Nancy, how are you feeling today, at a tree that is just growing, a tree that is 3 years old. The trunk is smooth like a birch tree. Touch that. Or what is another one? A beech tree. Touch it. Lovely, slender trunk. And as it goes through the years, it gets rings, right? And the people that have supposed and studied this will tell you this oak tree over here, this birch tree, this beech tree is so many years old based on the lines and the wrinkles and all what happens to that tree. That's all they tell you. But we take our aging horribly. We do not prepare for things. The seasons are changing. What it is you have to do. In the good old days, that's why they have Thanksgiving and harvesting, right? They prepared for the winter. They prepared during the fall. Instead of sitting and criticizing the changes in the season, which doesn't affect it at all, it's going to do its thing. Criticizing the changes in yourself and others is not going to stop it from happening. It's going to happen. So are there things you must do? Are you prepared? Autumn is coming to visit. It doesn't stay though. That is why we need to learn that challenges don't last forever. They certainly do not last. Neither does victory. Rudyard Kipling said it best, that they are both imposters. They come for a while, and then they go, and they change. Refrain from saying that you are sad to see summer go, because when you were facing the heat, you criticized the heat. Oh, I'm so hot, I'm so sticky, I can't stand that heat, I hate heat. Really? Did the plants tell you they hated heat? Did the apple you're going to eat in the fall tell you it didn't need the heat? Did the strawberries you gulp in your mouth 10 at a time, did it tell you I don't need the heat? Did the man that did my doors, Andrew, he's from Poland, He told me he was in the forest walking for 5 hours with his son. And he said to me, we were picking these mushrooms. And I looked at it. I said, this is like $70 a pound. He said, yeah. But we went there and he said, all we got was 1 pound. And when we cooked it, it was so delicious. So if you hate the weather so much and the change, you're keeping Andrew from having that experience. That's what you think. But it didn't happen, did it? And you're stopping Andrew from telling me, and I know in the mushroom, look, they go, edible. He said, it's only about half a pound we got. But it was amazing. We humans have a lot to learn from nature. It truly teaches us how to see things, how to live. And then stay in the moment and enjoy, and please enjoy in creating the new time with autumn or fall. Stay in the moment and enjoy being in it. Stop galloping through life. I keep asking you to go slow so you can go further. Yesterday, I decided out of nowhere to go to Colin's house. So I didn't want to go on the highway. I said, yeah, I'll take the scenic route. Well, man, I was enjoying the scenic route so much that I completely missed my turn, and I was 21 kilometers away from her house when I realized I wasn't going in the right direction. I had to make a turn and start again to go back, and then, anyway, I got there. And she said to me, I was wondering where you were. I said, so did I. I was wondering where I was. So we had a fantastic laugh about it. I spent a few hours at her house, and then I came home in about a third of the time that it took me to get there. It took me to get there so much, really long. So stay in the moment and enjoy where you are. Create the new time with fall or autumn. Acknowledge your success of the summer and smile at the challenges of the summer. Because our next choice is standing at the window and looking out at the rain or the wind and the leaves and be outside. Be a child. Do not look the raking of the leaves like a problem. Look at it like you're gathering gold, that you're putting things together. You're getting ready. You're allowing the grass to have freedom so it breathes, so it comes up next summer, next spring. So this is the things we must remember to do. So acknowledge your successes. And Colin and I talked about that yesterday. I said to her, excuse me, that when somebody gets angry at me, or when I said I was walking through the kitchen, and it is a long kitchen and a big kitchen. So I'm walking through the kitchen and I'm saying, I'm smiling at all the detractors. All of a sudden it hit me. All the people that decided the best thing to do with me was to pick at me like a chicken picking at a cockroach on the street. And then I just look at it and I smile. I don't know why I smile at when people do things to me. I don't know why I smile. I have no idea why I do that. But in the moment of they do, I just smile. I don't know. And I walk away and I'm telling her about it. And she said, isn't it funny? I said, yeah. And then they come looking for you later. It's so true. So the people who told you you shouldn't have, why did you do this? They might say, could you have done it better? What would you change? All of that. It's not going to affect what is going on now. So smile at the challenge. Because if you're able to smile at that challenge, that means you won. You beat the race. A challenge is an opportunity to win, not an opportunity to defeat you. A struggle, by the mere sense of the word, means you will be constantly working at it. But when you go past a challenge, look at it and smile and say, I did this. I won. I got on the other side of you. And maybe you are still in those challenges, but it is really important to smile at them. If they were conquered and you win the challenge, say, I know for sure I am able to win and to achieve and to get there. So if you are still in it, you have to keep working with it. We are still alive. So we are going to have those challenges. No matter what we do, we're going to have them. They will show up because that is, hey, you heard my words? The challenges of life will show up because that's their job. Can you say the same thing about you? Do you show up for your job, for yourself? I don't mean a job or work, but do you show up for what you desire to do? Are you persistent? Are you consistent? Are you holding up even when every nerve and sinew is tired? You beg them, just give me one more turn. Like the gambler that believes, one more turn and toss. To toss it again. One more ticket and I'm going to win. Do you do that? Are we doing that? The question is, we have to have the desire. Like a person that is addicted to gambling or whatever, they do not let go. They die doing it. They destroy others on their way. And sometimes we have to learn to hold on to ourselves and to steel ourselves, to face it. So when we look at life, we have to see nature through life. We have to understand that the seasons of life will change. There is a part of the Bible that tell you there's a time for everything. There's a season. There's a time to be born. And then there's a time to die. So if you fear death, you're fearing the unknown. Because we fear it, will it not come? Think about it. Because you fear it, will it not come? They say it comes like a thief in the night. So because we fear it, will it not come? It will come because it is more persistent than us humans. What has to happen will happen for who is working on it. So when this season that is coming in another 6 weeks or so, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I don't know. When it shows up, do not wish it was summer. Instead, remember how you criticized summer and accept what is happening right now. Because it is as it is. It's not going to change. Your age is not going to be in reverse. If you are 72, you can fool around and say, I'm 27. But I cannot change mine. It's still going to be older. I'm 78. If I say I'm 98, wow. Doesn't change it. So we need to embrace the seasons of life. Embrace the seasons of nature. Hold on to the challenges and realize that we can get to the other side of it. And sometimes our help to get onto the other side of a challenge comes from unexpected sources. It's maybe just a thought. It may be that statement that Rita just wrote. We humans have a lot to learn from nature. It truly teaches us how to be. I don't know if you guys is not moving this morning. You look amazing. Thank you. Dawn, think about it. We have a lot to learn. The thing is, though, when I speak to you, my friends that are my age, not as young as some of you, but some of you that are in your 60s, your late 50s, and you tell me, I am too old to learn. But you're not too old to eat, are you? You're not too old to take in gossip, are you? So this is the question I want to ask. You're not too old to form opinions of others. You're not too old to make assumptions. You're not too old to use words that are not impeccable and exquisite to describe your own self. But you're too old to learn. The one that really gets me, oh, Tessa-Marie, I'm too old to change. I cannot change now. It's just too much to change. Look at the amount of energy you're putting in this sad little story you're telling me. I don't know how old the world is. Do you know how old the world is? It didn't stop and become frozen and say, this is it. I am too old to make the effort to bring spring. I'm going to stay winter. Did it? If the world is moving and you are in it, the best and most beautiful thing and amazing thing you can do with you is to absorb it. Can I give you an example of what to do if you can every morning? So, is it yesterday or Saturday? When I woke up, I get about 4:15. It depends. If my body decides 4:45 is better, I see it's getting up, I get up with it. I said what I do, and then I go outside and I sit for a few minutes, not even 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes all in the pergola. First I walk, you see I have a pathway in the garden. I did those stones myself when I was strong and young, right? And I look up and I just say, I'm so happy and grateful. And I say good morning to God because I believe in God. If you believe in the universe, say, oh universe, good morning, you're gorgeous. Okay. I take a few deep breaths and it's dark. And some days the stars are there. But today it was cloudy. There was different shades of gray. And one light, and I've realized it's a satellite. It's not a star. Because it's always there. And this deepness of the morning, and nobody in my area is awake that I can even see a light, a beam of light there. I go sit in the pergola. And I just listen and observe. So 10, 15 minutes, I'm back in. But the blind is not drawn from my bedroom window. So Saturday, after all what I did in areas that's not facing the back of the house, the garden, I lifted the blinds and this is the view I posted. That's what I see every morning. So let me give you a tip. In the morning, when you wake up, before your mind gets into the challenges you cannot get away from, or the things you must perform in, and even if it does, ask your thought, come on, take a break. I need to absorb where I am. Speak to yourself like you're speaking to a truant child, a disobedient child. Our thoughts do not obey us. They're very difficult to harness and to keep on track. It's a constant challenge. So stand up and look around you. If you have no windows where you live, then imagine it. But if you have a window as small as a porthole on a ship, then look through the window. And look and make sure your eye is seeing something. But I'm not talking about your outer eye. Look at it from the eye inside of you. The inside of your eye. And it's simply still your outside of your eye, but look at it. And take it in. When we go on a vacation, when we go somewhere, that you paid the money to go, and you got there, do you stand up for a minute and absorb it? Or are you too busy to give praise for the work you did to find yourself there? Get up and look around you. There are going to be things you would love to fix. But for the moment, acknowledge where you are in the moment. Do that every day. And think about it. It might be the same view, but what you see is going to be different, because the change that we're fighting from is happening just like this. What is the sound? The universe unfolds in its own way, something like that. That is what it is. The universe is going to unfold no matter what we do. Our age is going to unfold no matter what we do. Our hip might hurt, our knees might hurt, no matter what we do. If they're going to hurt, they will hurt. They are doing their job That's what they want to do. What do you want to do? It's very tempting and it's very nice to say, Tessa-Marie, I'm going to get up early. And then, Tessa-Marie, are you challenged to wake up? Yes, I am. But I know if I stay in my bed past 4:15, I will not accomplish what I desire to do every day. I know that. So I get up. And of course, yes, it hurts. You're tired, you're drowsy. But one thing I know for sure, when I drink that water and I begin to make some stretches, in less than 5 minutes, I feel like I am ready. And when I'm done with that, because again, I believe in God, I go, okay, Father God, let's go out there and give them 110%. God, my God sustains me. My God is my partner. My God guides me. That's my belief. And therefore, you choose what you believe. But remember, when you leave your bedroom and you open that door and you're heading towards the day, be prepared for the challenges, the joys, and everything that comes in the day, and take the universe with you. I take God with me and I say, okay, Father God, let's go to give the world 100%, 110% some days. I use 110% because I didn't know you can get 110. My Miss Michelle, when she went back to school after her summers here with me, the teacher gave her for something she was doing that she didn't like 110%. Because I forced her to do it here. I said, you have to do it. So she got 110. So what I'm telling you, when you're heading to go out to do what you're supposed to do with the challenges and the changes in your life, give it 110%. If they tell you you're supposed to drink 5 glasses of water, make sure you drink 6. If they ask you to walk for 10 minutes, try to walk for 15. Whatever you do, put 100% of you in it and then add a little bit for more flavor. You know, like when we're cooking, a pinch of this, a pinch of that. That's what you do with life. I love you. I respect you. I'm happy and grateful that you pressed that button today to choose to be here. And all I can say to you is, autumn is coming. Be prepared. The rest of the summer, if you have been criticizing it, stop and enjoy what is coming our way. Because we can't change it. Have a wonderful and amazing day. Wonderful and amazing humans that are here. Let me greet you. Christina, how are you feeling this morning? Nancy, how are you doing? Oh, hi, Cyrus. You're still there with me? Are you on vacation? Arita, good morning, sweetie. Yoko, my darling. And Georgie, we need to chat. And Colin, thank you for a fabulous day. My sister, we will chat for sure. Loretta, it's hit and miss with you. You might be walking dogs or cats or something. And Lorna, have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody. And I'll see you guys on the other side of time. Love you. Bye-bye.